Hello everyone, we're going to start the stream today trying to replicate this character. It's called Richie. He's from an artist called Elki. I follow him on Facebook. He has a very good style. The idea is try to replicate the character. I'm going to be using the character from last stream days because there's still a anime. So a lot of what I did on the last stream is reusable. And with Facebook and join too. So let me let me an artist called Elki. I follow him on Facebook. He has a very good style. The idea is try to replicate character. I'm going to be using okay, my microphone is having trouble picking up my okay, I think this is going to be better. Let's see how is it working. I'm going to test a little bit my audio because I've been having problems. To test a little bit my audio because I've been having problems. To test a little bit my audio. Okay, it's working. So let's move on. Here's the music with a very low sound, I hope, and the microphone is working. Let me share it in Facebook. Okay, I think I'm ready. So let me just put the stream to check out the comments and we can start. Okay, let's go. So for the first part, I'm going to check out how many things I'm going to need to model. So far, I have a little bit of the shoes, and the shoes are easy, so this is going to be helpful, I think. The shorts are kind of like underwear. The shirt, I can make it from the mesh itself, but I'm going to reuse the mesh from before, just modify it. The hair, as always, is going to be the hardest part to do, but in this case, in this character, I think it's going to work well because she has a very big shape of hair. So it's maybe going to be easier because the only separate parts really are just the front ones. There are these ones 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7, and maybe the part on the back can be one big shape. So let's see, and also the thing in her head. Other than that, maybe I'm going to use what's it called? A reference? Maybe. I'm going to think about it. And also I have to check the proportions of the head, because the last model has the proportions of the last character, the more retro character. So I need to change that. Oh, also, oh no, I messed up. Copy the character. So from this character, first of all, I'm going to delete these things, so I can delete the bones that I don't need right now. I'm going to change faces. Separate, selection, and again mirror, flipping, just to re-enter the edit mode basically. And from the references, her sleeves are very big, and also she doesn't have these things, so delete these things. And these ones. Well, maybe I'm going to keep this one because it's very similar to her top one. And in her case, she has very distinct open shoulders, so I'm going to replicate that. Display, viewport. Let's go. Just to have an idea, she has a scarf, well, kinda scarf, so I think this is not going to be necessary to be connected. So for now, I'm going to separate the selection so I have it on another separate object. I missed this one. Okay, now it's correctly selected. Also, the hair. The hair is not going to be this hair, but just for putting something in the meantime, I'm going to select this one. Go to a new material, new, assign, color pick, and color pick that color. I think this is better. This one. Yeah, just to have something. Also, her eyes are going to be very rounded in comparison of the other one, and bigger, way bigger. Maybe not that big. and it's going to be a very rounded eye shape. What I'm suspecting is that sculpting is going to be the best way to go. But I have to be careful because I don't want to touch the other parts of the mesh. So I have to keep separating the meshes that I'm working with sculpting. Just to be quick about it. Sculpting again. Wireframe. The eyeliner, it's it's thicker, so I can make it thicker if I go separate it, sculpting, sculpts, and use inflate. This is a very easy way to give volume to the geometry. And how many? She has two and very small ones in comparison of this character. Small around the top, and the other one. No, she has. Well, in here she has one. She has one. She has two and two. Well, these are different characters. I think one of them, or at least one, I know it's a fan art or not. Well, it's different styles across time. If I go into modeling, view, and the last one is merge on the center by vertex. Yeah, so that's an easy way to do it. I can do more details later, but right now this is all the detail that I'm going to leave. How thick are her eyebrows? They are small and thick. Very big eyebrows. What I was looking in the references from other models, is that they don't care about a lot of geometry. Only the important points are that put as many polygons to keep the shape. They don't care about the polygon limit. So I'm maybe trying to get to that. Actually, they are very rounded. Well, that will be changing across the video. Ay, qué tonto. I forgot to post the link on the Facebook post. Sculpting. The sleeves are very slim on the center and big on the outside, so this is not a problem. And here, well, in here it's very on the top, but in here is very low. I think I'm going to go with a mix between these two. So something like upcoming on. Okay, the strength is very, very exaggerated to what I'm trying to do. The important thing is that I keep the waist shape on the center. Yeah, something like that. And in the end, I'm going to go. Let me see another reference just to have it. Okay, I found a good reference for the general body shape. Empty image reference, this one. So this is the body shape that I'm looking for. Okay. Uh-huh. These are not needed. Hairs are all the way pink. New, assign this one. I changed the color of the hair. Separate selection. Well, it doesn't matter right now. In the case of the shorts, I think, are they? No, these are not corrected. So I'm thinking if I should extrude the from this. Let's see if that works. Faces, mirror. Something like this. I messed up. I leave the top part. If I want to correct this, separate, selection, click this one, remove the mirror here. And for the top, I can do another thing. Let's see if this works. It's called shrink wrap. Shrink wrap works based on the geometry and try to stick the geometry to the one that you select. In this case, I select the body, and you can put an offset. So if I do this, also can work, but not always. For example, you can see how it's messing up the some parts. It's near. I think it kind of works, but it's not 100% reliable. For example, check these parts. I cannot do anything. even if I put more subdivisions, it's not working as I want. If I select the vertex and move it, maybe. Yeah, but I think I'm going to go with this in this case. But for example, in the center part, it's very messed up. I don't even know where the geometry went. Well, I can see it, but the shrink wrap kinda is not working. So it's just to give you, it's for giving you an idea where the geometry is supposed to be. I think there's another way that you can go undo it instead of the on surface. Yeah, on outside. No, this is this is without modifying, basically. On the inside. Yeah, this is kinda more smooth. Also, it's not recommended to do it with a lot of polygons, but right now because I am doing it based on a previous geometry, I'm trying to see how far can I take it. Let's see. Can I see her? No, I cannot see her. It's full covered. So maybe with this it's done, and I can go and move only the top part. The shorts, the shoes, the sleeves, the sleeves. Oh, the neck thing has to be way bigger. And also I have to delete. Not that big. Actually, yeah, maybe that big. It's kinda the size of the head itself. But the center is not that open like I have it. Maybe I should delete. Oh no, I have only one side. I thought I have two-sided the geometry. Yeah, it goes up to her chin, so I have to take it very up, very, very near her chin. What a weird scar. Remove the clip, remove the proportional editing, remove the merge. Let's see. If I cannot move it, it's the mirror. And move something on the front by accident. And there you go. Now I can re-enable the merge and the clipping. Just to avoid having these little issues that after are more difficult to fix. Separate by selection, going to the thing. Let's put the correct eye color for Mingwell. Delete this one. No. Assign new material. Assign the color. And the other ones. Actually, this thing, well, it's white and it's very small to the side. On the top, middle, on the top, on the middle, on the middle. I'm going to leave it on the middle, like this. And also change it to white. Oh, damn, I'm stupid. New, assign. New, assign. Just to have a different color there. And in the case of this thing, now it's supposed to be yellow. Well, this yellow, actually. Hair. Skin. I'm going to change it to this skin color. And this one also I have to change it to shorts. Well, they are only gray, so I think it's easy. Okay, so basically she has the long sleeves, the short, kind of the shoes. I'm going to go with changing the proportions of the body a little bit. And the right one. Sculpt. The strange node at the top, and I'm going to do inflate. She's a very thick girl. Very small changes, because at this point doing big movements are not worthy, because you can mess up the geometry like this. So everything that I'm doing in this point is small changes, very little by little. Some people can even say that the changes are unnoticeable, but in the long run, you can see the changes in a before and after, basically. Hi, Natsuru. Yeah, she's a thick girl. She's even thicker than the girl last week. After her, she's going to be the last girl for a while. The next girl, I have to think about what is going. I have to think about what character I'm going to do next. For the next streams, are going to do a set of cute characters like the bread that I did this week. My goal is to make as first the art, for example, a little cake, the piece of bread, and like a complement to the fruits that are in Vrchat. Because in Vrchat there's a pepper, there's a butter, there's another things that are characters with very long arms, and I want to make now very small characters with tiny arms that are foods. So like maybe a slice of pizza too. Just silly things that are cute. So I was doing the proportions, maybe a little bit more, sculpt, inflate. I think in the lower part she has more thickness. Yeah. Also in the other drawings she's thick on the lower muscles here, so I'm going to let almost all the leg be thick. It's messing up the the shorts. If I go into the modifiers, like I said earlier, I have the screen grab, and maybe I have to change it to another setting like this. This is a quick solution, a quick fix, but it's not ideal. Because as you can see, she has a flowing parts of the short. I maybe have to redo the shorts, but for now I'm going to leave it like that. And also I have to reveal her shoulders. Right now they are covered by the geometry, but the idea is to have them revealed. I actually did it on my model of the Alien Queen. By the way, her name is Sophie, not Sophie. Sophie. If I leave it like this, it works, but from the experience of my previous model, I'm trying to think about making more dense geometry to have smoother characters, because I know how to create the low poly ones. I am very efficient with not doing a lot of polygons, but right now I'm trying to with adult characters, with characters that are realistic. Well, realistic in a sense because it's a cartoon. With those characters, I'm trying to make it to have more polygons so they can be almost ready for animation too, not just video games. Su like sci-fi. By the way, I've been working on a rig for that character for Sufi, so I can control the original bones and I can make more animations. So far, I have been doing very well, but I'm still working on some minor issues to fix it. Well, from here she doesn't look that. She's she has more fat in here that I want. So if I go into sculpting, the secret to differentiate between a person that is heavyweight and a person that has a lot of muscle, it's always look at the ankles and the wrists. If the wrist and the ankles are very small, it's because it's not that much of fat. If they are very big, it's because there's a lot of fat. Actually, she has very low poly count in here. Well, it's not like a very big deform. Not not all of deformation is happening here, so it's okay. She looks like she's all black in the face, but she is not. Also, I think I have to separate these parts. Selection. Remove the original material and reselect the white. Eye color. Whites. The thing with making a character like this with the shoulders, I and with the Alien Queen, it was kind of difficult to make it look good. So I have to see what else can I do here. Also, for this character, I'm going to go the same route. I'm going to use only materials for now. And obviously for the shirt, she is going to have the clouds, but I think I'm going to do them with a material, a tileable material. I'm not going to draw them on the model. I'm going to put the sleeve on a very flat surface, and after that I'm going to create a pattern of the clouds. Yeah, it's because the fat and the muscle and makes the volume of the skin, but in the wrist and in the ankles and in other parts of the body, you don't have either fat or muscle, so it's only bone, and that's why they are very narrow. New slot, select from black and assign. She looks like she hasn't slept in a while. Also, almost doesn't have a nose. Not like the original, well, the model that I'm working with. She has a very big nose. Yeah, she has a very, very flat nose. I have this tool here, it's called flatten. Flatten is, well, does exactly what you expect. It flattens the geometry. Flat, flat, flat. So it's basically almost like Michael Jackson with no nose. But I have to check more references. If let's see if I found someone a reference with a side. I have these ones. These are the other references. Oh, there you go. She does have a nose. Let me load that in. Front, add reference, and this one. Well, I'm not that far. I only need to select it and pull it to the front. With the Steam connected. Yeah, almost. Let's see the reference. Kinda, kinda. Actually, her hands are not showing fully. Oh, actually, in here you can see that. Well, he always does draw her different depend on the context. For example, in here you can see her back. She has a lot of freckles, so I had to think of the textures in that sense too. Okay. Like I said, for me the worst things to do, well, the more hard things to do are the hair and the underwear, because they are in a very weird space to manipulate. For now, I'm going to go and make a simple star. Wait, does Blender has basic? Oh, I can do it from, yeah, from a pentagon. So I select a cylinder, 5 sides, nothing. Subdivision. Delete this one, these all edges. Select these ones, and in scale, with only 2 axes, I have a star. And if I go into subdivision surface, it's a more rounded star. Kinda. I think this is going to be Yeah, I cannot change it anymore. But maybe one less division. If I do grid fill, kinda. It looks weird, but it works. Well, it doesn't work in this part now that I'm looking at. Vrchat Center. In this case, I'm going to mirror set origin. I'm going to mirror, but on the y-axis. Also smooth and sculpt. That doesn't look that bad. This is my easy solution for this thing. Maybe later I can come up with a better solution, but for now, this is going to be change to grab. Why? Oh, I know what I didn't change. Yeah. Also, the star is very thick. Yeah, she does have a star, but it's not very far away from what maybe I'm going to do because her hair does look like a star too. Also, a very good artist that I saw in that he came to our town to a class, master class. He told us a secret. He said, if you add a star on your character, it's like a 90% chance that this character is going to be very popular. And yes, this character right here is very popular on the circles in artist groups in Facebook. So far, the star theory, like Steven Universe, he has a star on his chest, on his shirt, and it's very popular too. The star and the red color is like a very good combination of things to do adding your main characters. Me neither, I don't know how to call the thing in the hair. Let's see. You make me question it. Diadema inglés. Diadema. Pelo. Diadema. Diadema. Ah, yeah. It's called a hairband, I remember. Tiara is a very specific kind, but the general, it's called hairband. Well, star is smaller, it goes in there. And also for the hairband is going to be the easiest of them all. It's going to be a simple cylinder. Now with I think 12. With I'm going to put triangle fan, 90 rotation, and there you go. It's almost done. Very small. Delete the lower half. Extrude this from along faces. And now delete the center. And with a magic trick, F, 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 there you go. You have it. I can maybe go and add more divisions, but first I have to have the hair, so to see exactly where the divisions are going to be. Shade smooth. Something like that. She's almost there. Now for the worst part that I'm the part that I dread. Damn, she looks crazy with those eyes. How can I make her cuter? Because those eyes looks like a murder eyes. The only thing that I'm thinking is just, yeah, just put it a little bit on top and that's it. Just to change it. Well, at least she doesn't look like a zombie, I think. And she does have, like the other character. I'm going to do the same trick. I'm going to create a very, very, very small line here. Artificial line. It has to be very small. New from existing sign. That works like a little bit of a line in the nose. Well, at least she has nose now. I can also, the other one had the same. I make it like this. Uh, okay, I cannot do it anymore. There's a tool, it's called select circle. Yeah, it's like a paintbrush for selection. It's very useful if you didn't knew about it. I I had like 4 years on 3D modeling experience before I knew this existed. And it's very useful. From this, select new. Maybe this pink. Yeah, there you go. Now she doesn't look that crazy. What am I hearing? I'm hearing something with my headphones. I don't know what. Why? So, for the worst part yet, the hair. I'm going to hide this original hair from the other model and start. Well, I need to save the eyebrows. Separate. Oh, I did something that I didn't mean to. Click, click. Separate. Hide. There you go. Also, how big are her ears? Oh yeah, they are smaller in comparison. I'll deal with that later. Stop procrastinating the hair. It needs to be done. Well, after fixing the eyes. Excuses. I just don't want to do the hair. Isn't it bringing to the C button? I'm a certificate, so I don't know. Is it the same for QWERTY? Make her ball. Is it bind to the C button? Oh yeah. And that's another thing, shortcuts. Thank you for the shortcut. I didn't know that. Oh, okay. I'm my mistake. I thought it was having an issue with the geometry on the same position, but it's not. It's that I forgot to add white to that part. Now it makes sense. Okay, now stop procrastinating, and now I'm going to do the hair. What I see on the image is that the hair is kinda flat but wide from here. It's not completely rounded, but maybe the hair on the back is completely rounded. I'm going to try to make something that I'm not very used to and see what's happened. That is making all the hairs individuals, and after making the individual hairs, combining them into a single mesh and try to create the retopology of the hair. Let's see how that goes. Oh, no, I have a better one. What if I just create a cube, delete it, mirror, and go full subsurface modeling mode? There you go, hair ready. Hair. It kinda works. But the only bad thing with this technique is that she has asymmetrical hair. So I'm going to go with this one that is almost symmetrical, just except for these two top parts. Brandman style. Let's see if I can make it work. Faces. Mirror. Can I add more subdivisions? Yes. Was inset face? Yeah, it was I. Inset, extrude, scale. There you go. It's not that hard. That's I hope. I hope it's not that hard. No. Inset, move, extrude, scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grandma style. Desire. If I go into sculpting, she looks terrifying without the front hair. Actually, now that I have a little bit of shape, let me just add the other one. She has very big bangs. Well, I don't know if that's the correct term. Scale them, rotate them. Maybe my error was to create them with this space in between. If I delete this space and I rejoin them, mesh at center. Center and center. Yeah, they have less space. Kinda something like that. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, it's something like that. And from here, can can I? No, I can't. Looks very weird. Looks more like horns than other thing. Okay, I'm giving up. Okay, I need to put the hair on the front. It's getting weird. So for the hair on the front, I'm going to go with the curves method. That is, select a curve, Bezier, another curve, circle, and another curve, Bezier. The last one, move it the center, so you can have. Is it white? Yeah. You can have a curve. This curve is going to be the one that we go to the object data properties, select the taper, and select the shape. This is the taper. Yeah, she looks like a. She has bulbous or plants on her head. This is going to be the shape. And just for the sake of having it be more clear, I rotate it and we go back to the top. How many did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kinda 8. Go for the middle one. Oh. This is the reference. I'm not going to move that. And from this is where I'm going to create the other ones. Go to the back. The hair is way thicker than that. Yeah, kinda like that. And also I have to narrow the shape. Yeah, like that. And now we have something more controlled. It looks very weird for me. Well, at least it's getting better little by little. This is the side. Duplicate. Can I? No, no, it's not working. Oh, I can go. Can I do mirror? No, that's not the mirror that I meant to. Damn, I don't know how to mirror this one. Oh, I have to do it manually. Something like this. Well, kinda works. Yeah, it doesn't work because I'm doing the curves, um, and I'm moving them around. For example, this is the one that maybe works. If I go into SX, no, it's not working. Yeah, it's because it's rotated. It's not doing the changes in the center. Yeah, it works, but it's not working because the way these curves are set up. Because you see, I'm rotating them and it changes. Even if I go into view, it doesn't work. But it's okay. I'm actually doing a curve at a time, so it's not a big issue. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This confuses me. I don't know which one I'm following. Should I follow in this one? I think I'll follow this one. Duplicate, rotate, rotate even more, put it in here, and scale it. Yeah, something like that. Oh, actually, I think this color is better. The one in the last in here. She has a little bit more color, I think. Or not. Just my imagination. Now she's even more white. If I pick this one. Yeah, that's better. Or the one from the head. No, that's too dark. Well, I'm thinking about doing the actual texturing of the body, but not for this stream because I don't think that's going to be possible. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's better. More, it's better than the thick black outline. Yeah, that's what I said. Almost most of the people that do 3D modeling in YouTube always start with the front hair, but I'm a madman and I start with the back hair. No, I started with the back hair because I thought it will be easier, but it didn't. It wasn't. I have to still get used to. Also, now that I have a little bit of shape, now I can understand where to put the star. Actually, it's interesting because if you can see in certain angles, the star is looking at the front, but the only way that it looks at the front is if the star was there, but it's not possible. So in reality, the star, first of all, should be a little bit smaller. It's almost like the size of the eye. It's all slanted, rotated to the front, and this is kinda what it will look like. Even more slanted. So this is kinda the angle that she's looking. And from here I can go and modify a little bit the star. Kinda symmetrical. But in any case that I need the original, here it is. But I put it to the side right now. Also, her eyebrows are not that angry for... Oh, no, don't extrude. Rotate. And are very rounded in comparison of what I have. Let me remove this thing. That's even rounder. They don't have like a little tail. There you go. And it's almost there. Almost. That sure is going to be a nightmare. if I go into 3D mode, she has more. One like here. And this one is, where is it? Like this? No. It's like a puzzle basically, trying to resolve this. The hair. If I remove the outline, how does it look? Kinda. Outline. Oh, I have shadows. Why didn't I didn't knew that I have shadows? Or I just didn't pay attention. Can I change the size of the outline here? I don't think so. Chiptune shading. Direct from the viewport. Check out this chiptune shade. It's not good because you can see all the errors. It's a good idea to have, but not the best. I'm going to remove it. That's terrifying. I don't know why. Okay, moving on. I'm getting distracted by the marvels of Blender. No, I'm not a cultist of Blender. But you should definitely download Blender and try it if you haven't. But I'm not a cultist of Blender. Also, the new Blender update is going to be in about 2 weeks. I was looking at some videos. I'm very excited about the clouding brush. I already have tried on the non-official releases. It's a very good brush, and I'm starting to work with more detailed characters, so I hope to get better at that too. Because right now my workflow is very traditional, only modeling and a little bit of sculpting, not full sculpting. I can do the sculpting in ZBrush, but the thing is that I don't own ZBrush technically, so I cannot show it. Okay, and I think this has to be a duplication. No, a duplication from this one. Where's the headband is dissolved basically. Yeah, it disappears inside her head into the unknown. Yeah, like this. It disappears to never be seen again. Okay, time to delete the mirror. Yeah, I've been using blenders basically since maybe 2013, 12, when I started school. But Blender was very, very different back then. I used it when it had a game engine. But right now, Blender as it is, without the current updates, it's a very, very awesome software. You can do everything in it. Not like before that you have to jump between programs. And I think it's a very good thing that Blender has been having support from another companies. For example, I think EA is one of the companies that founded, well, donate to the Blender Foundation. So with that money, they can have way more income to make better the program. This part is going to be up here. Yeah, that's better. And it's even more clear. She has The smile. Sorry, that's another thing. Reminds me of childhood memories. My question is with the side of the hair, as you can see, it's very exaggerated. She has very, I don't know how to say it, but my model has her head very to the back, but I'm seeing that this model doesn't have a very big back of the head. Well, the original drawing, I mean. Also, she. Wait. I'm getting confused. Yeah, my model has a very big neck and thin, but his drawing doesn't have a. Subdivision surface. Yeah, I think that's the only for the sleeves. More divisions, more details is needed. I don't know if this is going to make it better, but I don't lose anything trying it out. Yeah, having a little bit of geometry there. Her ears are more like flat, like this, in comparison. From thick to small. Maybe I can change the name of the channel to that, from thick to small. Thanks for watching, Natsuru. Have a nice night. Bye. This is the weirdest hair that I've done. It's very hard, harder than the other ones that I have done yet. Why do anime hair has to be so difficult? But in the end, it gets fixed. So don't worry, guys. Everything will be fine. If I see her from the side, one of her hairs is going. It's not consistent, that's the problem. Maybe I should have done myself the reference instead of mixing. Because you can see that this hair in here goes from the front of the ear, but in here goes from the back of the ear. Well, I know it's the other side, so it's okay. Also, I don't know, like I say, exactly who made which. What a weird effect. These are the shoes. What if I do another duplication, go into sculpting and try to fix it in sculpt without, is it, yeah, it's not having symmetry. Let's go into Dinotopo. Yes, yes, yes. Let's add divisions here and there. I have the snake hook. I have to there, to there. I have to keep on only one reference because there's a few references and it's tripping me out. I'm going to go with... Okay, this one, and that's final. Don't give a crap. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Okay, pinch without this. Okay, I think that doesn't work. Hey, gracias por el ride, Natsuki. Ando medio casi terminando, pero ahí les muestro lo que llevo. A los que vienen del stream de Natsuki. Ando haciendo esta chica en base a este dibujo y estos. Ahí va, ahí va. Hombre, hubieran visto cómo empezó. Empezó calva. Así. Así empezó sin cabello, sin nada. Ah, aprendiste inglés solo para decirme eso, maldito. quizás pronto te haga tu Chibi Natsuki. No, hombre, no le quieres ver las patas, mira. Ahí están las patas. Déjame le pongo para que se vea mejor. ¿Quieres ver sus patas de adentro de los zapatos? ¡Ah! No tiene dedos. Mírale la cara. ¿A poco no se te hace tierna? Una cara sin dientes. Ra. Así es el modelo en realidad. Sí, es que hasta acabado ya deja de dar miedo. Todo el 3D en proceso da miedo. Y en mi caso, ya medio, ya no sé qué más moverle ahorita. Ya se me acabó la pila mental. Es que esta mona sí está bien difícil. El nombre que te voy a dar moda a ti. Que lo vas a hacer luego locuras. No, pues no necesito moda en realidad. Pues ¿para qué? El único payaso que pone barbaridades eres tú. Y nomás pues te baneo a ti y ya. Sí, normalmente son tu gente la que viene. Y lo agradezco mucho. Que vengan a ver mis diseños baratos. A ver, Sculpt, Snake Hook, chiquito, bueno, topo. ¿Puedo hacerle espejo? Ah, sí puedo. A ver, dicen... Ah, estás hablando de tu canal. Pensé que me estaban preguntando algo a mí. Hi, Sammy. Yeah, I like this character a lot. So I wanted to make the 3D model version of it. So far, here is the model. There you go. This is her eyes. Maybe her eyes should be a little bit smaller. Just for references, this character is made using this other character as a base. So from this character, I made this other character. I used the base and started tweaking it, moving the proportions, and so far what we have is this result. The reference character is from a page called El Quijote. It's in Spanish, but the guy writes in English too. Well, this character is called Richie is here. in Facebook. I don't know if he has in Twitter. He has his channel is called El Quijote, I think. If not, I'll link it later. And so far, this is what I've been up to. The most difficult part is because he doesn't have a defined character. He even has a realistic version of his character. If you can see, I have it. I had it. I don't have it at hand. He has her character too, but in a very realistic way. But she also has it more toony. But the thing is that doing hair like this is very time consuming, so I'm just using what I have. No, this one is not a commission. I like his character a lot, so I wanted to make this one for stream. My goal with the stream is always making things that I like, just to have it moving. The commissions, maybe someday I'll do one, but not because the commissions I take more time than just 2 hours to make. Sí, Natsuki, te envío luego las imágenes de referencia para que hagas el modelo. Claro, claro. Entonces, for her hair, I was doing a sculpting with the wireframe on, so I can see what I'm doing. Because this hair in particular is very difficult for me. I'm even doing a technique that I'm not used to do in Blender. I usually sculpting do it only on ZBrush because I have more experience with it. But doing it in Blender is kinda hard because I'm not that used to. Pinch. Ah, focus. Oh, there you go. It's kinda better. Not the best, but better. Adiós, Sebas. Descansa. Espera, de hecho ni siquiera sé cuántos seguidores tengo en Twitch. Ah, cabrón, tengo 11. Ok, Broken, Natsuki y unos que no conozco. Ya. Oh, mira, tengo 11 seguidores. No lo sabía y ahora lo sé. So maybe this is it for this character. It's very near. The only thing that I have to do is do a better geometry with the hair. Before, I always do a copy for this process because I don't always get the result that I want. I have to go into sculpt mode, go to the tool, click remesh. In this case, remesh. Let's pick the geometry is better, but not where I want it. Let's turn on wireframe. Two. Smooth normals. Preserve volume. It is not doing what I want, so maybe if I go with decimation. I think decimation is the better option. It looks better, at least. Let's see. Hide mask, blah blah blah. Apply. The important thing is having the shape. If I remove the wireframe, yeah, she has the shape, and with a lot less polygons. So in this stream, I only could do the model, but it's okay. I can do the textures and the setup later, and upload it to Vrchat. Well, I must finish this part first. This is the shoes. Let me edge split, delete the insides, and how many? I have 3. There you go. Vrchat first. And now I have it where I want the shoe, because she has her shoes with different material in the interior part. But right now my shoes are inside her feet, so I need to move them. It's not that complicated. You have to think in steps, learning one thing at a time. Because if you go with the whole program, trying to learn everything at the same time, you will die, basically. If you want to model, for example, just start with a simple thing like a chair, like a table. The classic donut tutorial, it's a good way to start. But don't try to learn everything at the same time. Learn one thing at a time, little by little, simple tutorials, simple things, and eventually you can mix those simple things and try more complex things. Okay, now I have what I want, and now I can go extrude along normals by box, face, yeah, to the inside. So I can have a little bit of divisions here and a shape. Actually, this shoe is not the correct color. The correct color is, I think, this one. I'm going to do a new one. Shoe. Select the color of the shoe. Duplicate the color for the display. And after this, I'm going to select now this part that is the other color. Sign white. There you go. As you can see, I have the other shoe is not correct. So I delete the original shoe, select the new one, mirror it, and there you go. I have it. Now the shoe ready. Just to add the final touches in the textures. Also the short too. It's only, I only need to correct the textures. And I think that's it. Es que la canción es de un stream para que no tenga copyright. Porque YouTube es bien llorón. Pero bueno, ya acabé básicamente. Así que... muchas gracias por el raid también. A PowerNap. Ella ven si aún sigue sonando lo que voy a hacer. Hi. So for today's stream, it's everything. I hope you like it. This is the result. Only let me move it to another layer to have it clean. Collections. This is the character. Duplicate, collection, hide the original, convert to mesh. Well, actually I will change that later, but for now I have to apply everything. Oh man. Delete all. Delete all. Delete all. Apply. Terco. Delete all. There you go. Now it's only one shape. And I can upload it like as it is to Vrchat and it will work. Well, kinda. I have to set up the eyes and everything else. But for a model done in 2 hours, I think it works. It can be better, of course, but I have to give it another at least 2 hours to make it look better. That's terrifying. Well, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next stream. Let me read the final comments. Folk avatar building. A pug. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Monday at the same time.